do 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 do. And we're back with Process Elimination, second part of the demo. This game actually comes out next week, and I am super hyped for it. I love this music. Let's just get straight into it. Oh yeah, so we're at the Detective Alliance headquarters, and apparently lots of people have been poisoned, which is super interesting. Life sure keeps you on your toes.
そういえば侵入者さんのことをなんて呼べばいい？まだ探偵ネームないんでしょ？せっかくだし、今決めちゃおうよ。
That reminds me, what should we call you? Intruder? You don't have a detective alias? Yeah, right? This is your chance to pick one.
僕の名前は
Well, my name is... I barely stopped myself from answering Downtown Detective with my real name. Keeping your name secret is the first rule of the Detective Alliance. It could be deadly for your identity to get out between cases. That's why, upon joining the DA, members are given a one-word code name based on their defining characteristics of theirs. The code name is known as the Detective Alias. I've longed to have one of my own ever since Mr. Gonjorji told me about them.
僕の探偵ネームは
My detective alias is Despite my yearning for one, it's hard to think of anything on the spot. I have no experience, skills, or any defining characteristics. To be honest, I couldn't even begin to guess why I was even let into the agency.
いや、悩みすぎっしょ。君さ、見た感じうちより年上っぽいのに、なんでそんなに余裕ないわけ？
I'm old?
人生の先輩がそこまで情けないと、ぶっちゃけ反応に困るんですけど。
Why is it so hard? You're older than me. Shouldn't you have, like, more life experience? Like, seriously, dude, I can't with you.
面目ないです。
Sorry, this is really embarrassing. To be honest, this is kind of my first time ever doing anything like this.
ほら、一緒に考えようよ。特技は何？今までの事件で得意だと感じたことないわけ？
Well, I'm told I'm very good at housekeeping. Well, let's think of one together. What are your skills? Anything you're good at in any cases you've been so far?
猫を探すのが得意でした。なぜか好かれるので。
I'm good at finding cats. They like me. They call me Cat Detective. Downtown Detective gives a deep sigh. My amateur status fills me with shame.
じゃあ、無能探偵ってことでよろしく。
Incompetent detective. That's rude. Why are you called Downtown Detective? That's what I want to know. I'm now called Incompetent. No, that's just cruel. You might as well say I'm good for nothing. I mean, it's not like it isn't true, but still. I'd always prefer a different name. But before I can object...
他のみんなもいい名前が決まるまでは、無能探偵って呼ぶ感じでおなしゃす。
Hey everyone! Until we think of it better, this here is the Incompetent Detective. Kay!
大和団地らしい謙虚な名前だな。好感が持てるぜ。
Oh, shut up, Rowdy. Nice and humble. Fitted for a young gun itching to find his place in the world.
貧虐探偵さんや社畜探偵さんと同じく特徴をカリカチュアしたタイプの名前なんですね。
I see. So it's the same character of your traits, in the same vein as doleful and workaholic.
一緒に頑張ろうね、無能くん。
Alright, you're one of us now, Incompetent.
呼び名があると仲間らしさがぐっと強まるのである。よろしく頼むぞ、無能殿。
Sir Incompetent! A name which we will call upon. I skipped. I'm gonna get my joy pawns apart. Picking on the new guy takes me back. Incompetent detective. Rapidly gains the approval of the rest, so rapidly that it's too late to dispute it. Much to my chagrin. Chagrin? Oh, look how fast your new name's caught on. I'm so happy for you, Incompetent. It doesn't make me happy at all. I actually think it's hilarious. Despite my protest, however, downtown just ignores me, flashing a devious smile with the hell she's just unleashed upon us. Thus did I become the Incompetent Detective, an official member of the Detective Alliance. Can't believe I'm called Incompetent. Oh, is that armor we can hear walking around? That's cool. Yeah, it is. This is a nice place. A bright red carpet covers the floor, and landscape paintings adorn the walls of the corridor. The detective explains the situation as we walk down the passageway. The scent of roses on display around us drifting in the air.
君が連れてこられたこの場所は地図にすら載っていないことだ。この絶海のことを本拠地として探偵同盟は活動を続けてきたそうだよ。
This location to which you've been brought to is the island that doesn't appear on any map. The DA's used it for base operation for years.
本部の2つの建物、捜査の補助や機器の開発を行うための研究施設、スナークスと宿泊用の洋館、ゴーメンガーストとに分かれている。
So it's just the two buildings. Schnark. The research facility for investigation, support and gear development, and Gormangast, a manor for overnight stays.
本来、私たちが到着した後は、この洋館にジオラマで再現された八つ崎港事件の主要な現場を見ながら、全員で推理する手はずだったんだ。
Sorry. In the original plan was for everyone to discuss the situation in the manor. We were to review dioramas? Yeah, dioramas of various quarter and due cases. That was the plan? Is this before you guys mentioned the poisoning and all those creepy body flashbacks I was getting? Well, the detective suddenly punches the wall beside her, causing the other walls nearby to rumble from impact.
俺たちが到着した時には本部の探偵たちの多くが毒殺されてたんだよ。
Oh, when we got here, a bunch of detectives from HQ had been snuffed out by poison.
研究施設にいた22人のメンバーが全員な。
All 22 members of the research facility gone. Are those the bodies then that we saw? Well, we kind of saw. All 22 of them? Yeah. Every hair in my body stands on the end of an unthinkable news. Even among history's more infamous mass murders, few had a death toll more than 20. Killing 22 people at once is beyond all reason. That's called genocide. The culprit piled their bodies at the facility's entrance as if they were not but rubbish. Such savagery is no less than inhuman. So that's why they said, oh, that must be the one Senior told us to not go in there.
先輩があの死体の山を見てたらしばらくご飯を食べれなかったと思うよ。それに毒ガスが充満してて下手したら死んでたしね。
I just noticed something about armor. Why are both of his? Hers? I'm gonna go his based on how muscular he is for now. Or they are for now. Why are the eye holes on the same side of your helmet? Surely that's got to impact you in some kind of way. Seeing that heap of corpse would have killed your appetite big time, Incompetent. And the poison gas in the room would have killed you for reals. Yeah, I am really glad I didn't go in there now. I would have killed, is that an instant death situation if I had gone in there? Oh. Now I'm curious. heap of corpses, just imagining it makes me feel faint. And not even taking the deadly gas into account.
老子探偵はその惨状を知っていて、僕をこの館に向かわせたのかもしれないな。
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe the detective knew about that gruesome scene, so he sent me straight to the manor instead. That would also explain why he hid me in the forest and went off on his own. I need to find him soon and thank him for keeping me safe.
やっぱり八つ崎港の犯行なんですか？
It was another quartering Duke attack, right?
それはまだなんとも。あれだけ大量の殺人にもかかわらず、手がかりとなる品が少なすぎるんです。
We're not sure yet. For how many deaths there were, the clues are awfully scarce. That's it. I also wonder if Teki is blind in the one eye.
八つ崎港事件の特徴は必ず被害者が2人同時に現れることだ。今回の犯行は少し毛色が異なるように感じるよ。
Quartering Duke cases always result in two concurrent victims. This crime would appear to have a different modus operandi. Well, there's 22 victims, so technically there could have been 11 murders. If you go onto the Quartering Duke's method.
八つ崎港の野郎が犯人に決まってるぜ。もしまだ島の中に嫌がるなら、この俺が絶対ぶっ捕まえてやる。
Quartering Duke did him in, no doubt. If I catch that bass sulking around the island, I'm gonna clean his clock. You gonna do what to him? I mean, there's nothing saying that Quartering Duke's even a guy. It could be a woman. It's saying that Quartering Duke has killed over 100 people, but even that was over the course of half a year. On the other hand, murdering 22 people at once, all in first-rate detectives no less, could hardly be work of an amateur. I get the impression that he commits grisly deeds for the thrill of it, but otherwise his identity is completely a mystery. Yeah, we don't really know much about him yet, do we?
僕らは当然研究施設の捜査を始めたのですが、その途中でリーダーのデバイスに生き残った同盟のメンバーからこんな連絡が入ったんです。
We began an investigation in the research facility, but then Chief's D-pad received a member from a surviving Alliance member. Teki Detective draws out his own D-pad and plays the audio file. Senior Detective. Okay, someone attacked the research facility. They are all dead? I'm hiding... I'm hiding in Gordomagast. Chief, meet their help. The recording cuts off there, so who's in Gordomagast? Although the sound was low and full of static, even I could grasp what it signified.
この声って老子探偵ですよね。
Oh, he's alive.
あの人は生きていたんですね。
That's Senior Detective's voice, isn't it? He's alive then, thank goodness.
はい、間違いなく老子探偵だと思います。この状況で無事だなんて、さすがはレジェンドクラスの探偵ですよね。
Yes, I'm certain that's him. Making it through the situation unscathed, it's no wonder he's the legend among detectives.
そんなにすごい探偵なんですか？
So he must be hidden somewhere in the house then. Is he really that incredible?
今でもメディアでよく取り上げられる明けの夜事件ってあるでしょ。あの事件を解決した探偵同盟の創立メンバーなんだって。
You know the Dayless Night incident? It still shows up on the news. Not only did he solve it, he also is a found member of the DA. So, how do I get to... Oh! Yeah, what's the Dayless Night? There you go. The popular name for a series of incidents caused by the Morning Star of Dawn Society, which at the time commanded public support and even exercised influence in the political sphere. Sect founder Junichi Nanase, who went by the name Lucifer, of course, Morningstar, targeted opponents by kidnapping, confining, torturing, and brainwashing them. He is also believed to have carried out a number of cruel human experiments through the building where this is purported to have taken place has since collapsed in a disaster. Lucifer utilized TV stations and internet broadcasts to steal the hearts of viewers with his witty comments and charismatic mannerisms, steadily growing his hordes of believers. 13 years ago, Lucifer attempted to take advantage of the chaos after a major earthquake by plotting to release poison gas, resulting in his capture by the world's premier detective, Vido. I don't know how to pronounce the C and the Q next to each other. We'll just call him Vido. Vido received global recognition for this accomplishment, even leading to the establishment of the DA. Although 13 years have passed since he was apprehended, Lucifer's followers have continued committing crimes in his name, unabated. The true irony is that solving this case, Vido triggered an exponential increase in domestic crime, therefore fueling the ongoing detective craze. Huh. Okay. I'm just going to whiz through this, so if you want to read it quickly. Actually, no, I'll read it, it's not that long. Found Detective Vido heads the Detective Alliance, DA, an officially sanctioned organization comprised of 100 detectives and support staff. All requests and pertinent information are communicated through D-pads, electronic devices exclusive to the DA, and even those within its ranks are not privy to full details of the organization's inner workings. The Detective Alliance's activities are supported by funding from benefactors, as well as by any compensation earned from solving cases. Regardless of the scope, anyone can petition the aid. Can petition aid of the DA as long as they have connection to the organisation. Clients are not limited to a private sector, as even government institutions such as the National Police Agency will employ the services of the DA. As such, a wide variety of requests are accepted and completed on any given day. When a request is made to the DA, the agent deemed most suitable for the job is dispatched. After confirming an incoming job through their D-pad, the detective will seek the client out and handle the case independently. Once the client confirms the case has been resolved, the assigned detective is rewarded, with each successful case adjusting their rank accordingly. Okay. Detectives of the DA are assigned a number to indicate their rank in the organisation. These ranks are determined by the individual's achievements. The higher one's rank, the more difficult cases they receive. When egos collide and neither side can reach an agreement, the higher ranking detective will be given priority, provided that there are no clear evidence that works against their favour. As detectives tend to be rather self-important, the rank system was created to mitigate any otherwise inevitable conflicts of opinion. And we already know what an alias is, so all detectives belonging to the DA go by an alias. These serve to disguise the bearer's name and identity, as well as convey the individual's speciality. Incompetent. In most cases, a single word pertaining to this specialty is placed before detective. However, there are instances like workaholic detective whose alias is proposed by the ideal detective as a jab at his lifestyle. Detective Guara, on the other hand, despite the way her alias sounds, adopting to change it to Downtown Detective to reflect her usual workplace. Okay. In practice, such concessions are often made to accommodate a detective's particular naming sense. Revealing one's true name is strictly forbidden. Posh Detective, however, disclosed her identity as a PR move for her company. So even though this rule has exceptions, this one... Okay. So Posh Detective obviously works in some kind of company. I haven't met Posh Detective yet. So there's me, Senior, Rowdy, down to... Okay, so I'm missing one there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm still missing 6 people. I haven't seen them. Okay. But now we know a bit more about the Dayless Night incident. The Dayless Night incident? The school textbooks talk about that case. Are you saying he cracked it? I was a kid then, so I don't remember much. But it's the worst terror attack in national history, sparked by a new religion movement because of good old Lucifer. From that event onward, criminal atrocities swept the nation, which is part of why the Detective Alliance was formed. Solving a case of that magnitude would absolutely qualify him as a legend.
もともとはロイスさんと合流するために他の探偵たちと別れて僕らはこの洋館に来たんだ。
Okay, originally we'd split up from the other detectives and headed to the manor to reconvene with Senior.
老子殿が身を隠さなければならぬほど今回の犯人は凶悪なのだ。一刻も早く助け出さねば。
Soothly, it must be a villain most foul for even Sir Senior to be forced into hiding. We must hasten to his aid forthwith.
じゃあここにいる皆さん以外にも探偵がいるんですか?
You mean there what? You mean there are other detectives here besides you guys?
そう、研究棟に残って捜査を続けているのが6人かな。
That's where there were 6, are there? For sure. There's what? 6 more investigators in the research facility?
まるで探偵のバーゲンセールだなって感じで草生えるよね。
It's like a detective BOGO sale in there. I don't quite get what she means by that, but I guess there's a lot of detectives. I'm still reeling from the hideous murders that we haven't yet to unravel. But at least now there's a glimmer of hope. Why is it my reading suddenly got bad the moment I start talking as incompetent?
これで全ての部屋を探し終えたはずだけど、老子さんは見つからないね。
I believe we searched every room, but there's no sign of Senior. Have you tried the basement? Is there a
もし
basement?
かしたら僕らより先に洋館へたどり着いた犯人に気づいてどこかへ逃げたのではないでしょうか。
Maybe the culprit arrived here before we did. Senior would have realized that in an escape.
もし先ほどの通話を盗聴されていたら犯人が先回りした可能性は十分に考えられます。
If the message was intercepted, the culprit could have easily gotten ahead of us. Yeah, he could have done. Or overheard him saying it.
うちらがここに到着するまでに10分はかかってるもんね。考えられなくはないのかも。
So it's a 10-minute walk then from, I guess, from the research facility to here then. Yeah, that makes sense.
いや、研究所からこの洋館までは一本道で、周囲は断崖絶壁。僕らに見つからずに逃げ出すのは無理だよ。
But there's only one path from the facility to here, and it's surrounded by sheer cliffs. No one could escape without us noticing. The detectives process the situation with impressive speed. I'm barely keeping up as I struggle to understand what the heck they're all talking about. Downtown's casual chit-chat about the only thing making sense to me.
つか、この部屋も無線 LAN ないじゃん。スマホ使えないとか、マジでナイポヤちゃんなんですけど。
This room doesn't get wireless internet either. Why Bob hang a phone then? Ugh, this is such a major bummer.
いえ、仮に無線 LAN のルーターがあったとしても使えないと思いますよ。
So why doesn't this particular room get internet?
なんで？この島は県外ってこと？
Oh yeah, why? Because the island's off the grid?
いえ、実は研究棟で固定回線でのネットワーク接続を試してみたのですが、全く繋がらなかったんです。
We've been blocked off then? Not exactly. I tried connecting to a wide network in the research facility, but couldn't get to work at all.
先ほど洋館内の回線で試してみても結果は同じでした。おそらく島の通信用のアンテナが壊されているんだと思います。
I made another attempt to hit the manor a moment ago, but that failed too. The island's communication antenna must be down.
でも
That's
探
annoying.
偵デバイス同士はやり取りできてんじゃん。スマホとは違うの？
But D-pads can still link up to each other, right? What's the diff between them and our smartphones?
ええ、探偵デバイスは独自の通信システムを採用しているんです。僕も開発に携わりましたが、本当に素晴らしい技術が使われているんですよ。詳しく説明するとですね。
Techie, calm down. Calm down. It's okay. I know you're excited. Well, the D-pads have a unique communication system. As part of the R&D team, I must say it's truly amazing tech. Basically, it works by...
はいはい。まあつまり、うちはこの島にいる間、連れたちとろくに会話もできないってことね。下がるわ。
Okay, we get it. It's... So, I can't even, like, chat with my followers while we're here. Must be annoying.
いい機会だ。この機会に探偵同士、我らみんなの交友を深めようではないか。
Now the eye holes are on the other side, I'm so confused. I prefer to see this as an opportunity for us fellow detective to deepen the bonds of our camaraderie.
ガチで下がるわ。
Guess I can.
おいおい、まさかこの匂いは。
That scent. You've got to be kidding me. Rad detective starts crawling on all fours like a dog right at the entrance of the room. She presses her face to the carpet with a sharp expression on her face.
ヤマトさん、どうしたんですか？
What's up, Rowdy? Is it poison?
血の匂いだ。
Blood. I smell it. Huh? Is that my reaction? Huh? Silence fills the room. All the others turn to look at Rowdy.
バラの匂いと絨毯の色で全然気づかなかったが、この絨毯、血痕がついてやがるぜ。入り口からまっすぐに、あの花瓶に向かってな。
Nearly missed it thanks to the rosy smell and the red carpet. But the floor's got blood on it, see? From the entrance to them flowers? Where? Oh, that's a knife. That's a bloody knife. Did someone get stabbed? Well, hold on. Oh yeah, because I had voice message, didn't I? Radset approaches an empty vase and sticks a hand in it, pulling out a bloody knife.
ビンゴだな。誰の血だかは知らねえが、どうやら悪意ある誰かさんが館に侵入したことは間違いないようだぜ。
Bingo. Don't know which poor mug's sauce this is. I've never heard blood being called sauce before. Don't know which poor mug's sauce this is, but I'll tell you one thing, some goon is on the loose in here.
どうして血の匂いなんて分かったんですか？見るからに乾ききってるのに。
How did you even notice the smell? The blood's already dry.
俺はガキの頃から漁師の親父を手伝ってたからな。猟犬の嗅覚、わしの視覚、ウサギ並みの聴覚。そして大和団地の魂を持ってんのよ。
Been hunting with my old man since I was little. Got the nose of a bloodhound, eyes of a hawk, ears of a bunny, and a raw mature spirit. Makes sense. I'm not convinced that's helping on the hunting trips with this kind of ability, but astonished nonetheless.
ヤマトさん、そのナイフが使われた場所はこの部屋ではないんだ。
Rowdy, that knife wasn't used here, was it?
ああ、この部屋には血痕しか残ってねえ。あくまでナイフを隠すのに部屋までやってきただけみてえだ。
Yeah, nothing in this room but traces and stains. At least they came here to hide the knife.
血の匂いを終えたらいいんだけどよ。さすがにバラの匂いが充満した廊下じゃ
I
き
wonder
つすぎ
if
るぜ。
the smell of roses and to hide, because obviously if they know that she has a very good sense of smell, that was like one of the first things they commented on when we came up here is the smell of roses. So maybe they did the roses to help cover the scent of the smell. It makes sense.
やはりそうか。しかし、
I figured as much, but that's sad.
科学君、
Techie,
君ならば終えるね。
might you have an alternative method?
もちろんです。そのための科学ですから。
Of course, I go by this alias for a reason after all. The detective proudly pulls a cute little machine that resembles a puppy out of his pocket. Ah!
追跡遊具クンクン ン君。
Oh, this is my tracking forensic friend, Sniffy Whiffy. Sniffy Whiffy. Oh my god. He looks so cute.
僕と探偵同盟の協力で生み出されたこの遊具は、登録した匂いをどこまでも追跡発見可能な人命救助を至上命令とする発明です。
The Alliance helped me develop him. He can tirelessly trace down any scent he registers, and his prime directive is to save lives.
さらに南西の小型ゴムクローラーを採用したことで、凹凸の激しい通路であろうとも現場を荒らさず時速 15km で迅速な移動が可能。
Furthermore, he has small rubber treads to cover tricky terrain without disturbing the scene, and can move up to an impressive 15 kilometers per hour.
当然小型の発信機も搭載なので、探偵デバイスの画面からリアルタイムに追跡可能です。そしてさらに ISS も宇宙ステーションに採用されている小型のリチウムイオンバッテリーを使って。
Okay, I think you're going off on one a little bit techie. No one really cares at this point.
大したものだね。後でゆっくりと説明を聞くから追跡に移ろうか。
Yeah, that's very impressive. We would love to hear more about that later, but for now, don't you think we should start tracking?
ごめんなさい。僕発明の話になると夢中になっちゃって。
Oh, Techie's so cute. Oh, right. Sorry, I get a little carried away when I talk about my inventions. Techie detective returns to reality, hanging his head in shame.
じゃあ早速その道具で。
No, let's not waste any time. Use this tool.
道具じゃないです。遊具です。僕の大切な友達を道具扱いしないでください。
He is not a tool, okay? He is Sniffy Whiffy, he's my friend, he's not a piece of equipment. Workaholic detective bows several times in apology for misspeaking. Due to his name, he is the very picture of a harried office worker. Techie detective may seem calm and collected, but careless remarks about his inventions are a clear sore spot of his. I better watch my words. Yeah, don't want to tick him off.
皆さん、取り乱して申し訳ありません。
Yes.
それでは血液の匂いの追跡を始めます。
Yeah, let's go track the blood. I wonder if it's seniors. Techie detective calms down, settling his dog-like tracking machine, the Sniffy Whiffy, loose near the bloodstain. Sniffy Whiffy scales the floor. Just like a real dog, he circles around a couple times, then thumps into the room's door.
追跡が始まりました。扉を開いて先に進んでもらいましょう。
The hunt has begun. Oh, you can hear him. I open the door and Sniffy Whiffy darts out the room, barreling down the hall towards the stairs. All I can pick up is roses. He must have zeroed in on the trail of blood.
大したもんだな。俺の鼻でも全然嗅ぎ取れねえってのによ。
How about that? My nose wasn't getting jack squat.
正確には匂いではなく、空気中に残留する物質を追跡しているんです。だから他の匂いが漂う場所であっても惑わされずに追跡が可能なんですよ。
However, strictly speaking, it's not the scent but of the air particles that he tracks. Hence why he isn't thrown off by other smells in the vicinity.
猟犬の鼻も型なしだね。
So much for the whole nose of a bloodhound spiel.
うるせえ。最初に気づいたのは俺の鼻だろうが。
She's right. Her nose is the one that got the lead to begin with. Yeah, I can't argue that. Sniffy Whiffy stopped at a painting just before the stairs to the entrance hall.
クンクン殿が止まった。ここで
Sir
何者か
Sniffy
が
has
刺された
halted.
ということか。
Could this be the site of the stabbing?
バーカ、見るからに結婚なんてないじゃん。つまりナイフが使われた場所はこの絵画の奥ってことだっつうの。
No, Timber Brains. I don't see any bloodstain. To go, the knife must be used somewhere else, like behind the painting. Behind the painting.
絵画の奥。どういうことなのだ。
Yeah, I'm a farmer on this one. What do you mean? Is it like a secret passageway?
まさか絵画の中に世界が。童話の中の話かとバカに思っていたが実在するとは。
Is there a world within the painting? To think stuff of actual fairy tales could actually exist. No, I'm pretty sure there's like a hole or something behind it. There must be.
落ち着いて武装君。論理的に考えていけば真実は明らかになる。
Is it a secret tunnel? Workaholic touches the painting as he inspects the frame. Then he gently taps the artwork before pressing his ear against it.
間違いない。
No question about it.
この絵画の奥には空洞が広がっている。
It is a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
おそらく
Ah, no question about
ここを
it.
してずらせば
There's a hollow space behind the painting, which means if I shift it like this. Still touching the painting, Workaholic Detective moves his hands. Secret tunnel! The entire wall around it slips back like a sliding door, revealing a hidden passage. Oh, Sniffy, who's been waiting in place, begins moving again. Right down the newly discovered passage. Did they not know this was here?
今ので分かったんですか？一体どうやって？
How did you figure that out? I'm so incompetent, even I couldn't have worked that out.
それは企業秘密ってことで私はこの仕事を続けて長いからね知識量だけはそれなりにあるんだ
Trade secret. You pick up a lot when you've been on the job as long as I have. You just need to get good, kid.
おじさんやるじゃん。ぶっちゃけ見直したっつうか、むしろリスペクっちゃうみたいな。
Damn, Gramps, you got me rethinking my take on you. No cap. I might even, like, I don't know, sort of respect you now.
おじさんは勘弁してほしいな私まだ一応20代だからねギリギリだけど
I wish you wouldn't call me that. I'm still in my 20s, you know. Barely, but it still counts. Workaholic Detective turns red in the face as Dan Detective slaps him on behind.
この先でナイフが使われたのだな何が起こるかわからぬ我が先陣を切ろう
That blade was used somewhere up ahead. As we don't know what it may occur, I shall stand in the vanguard.
おい待てってこの広さなら2人並べるだろ俺も先頭に立って周りを注意するぜ
Hey, wait up, Bucko. It's wide enough for two, see? I'm taking the lead too, so keep your eyes peeled. Brad Detective tries to push forward, but is stopped by Doleful Detective.
ヤマトさんは科学くん、渋谷さんと通路の入り口を見張っておいてくれないかな。今の状況なら僕の能力が役に立つと思うから。
Actually, would you mind guarding the detective attacking downtown, Rowdy? I think my abilities could come in handy here. Oh. Armor and Doleful Detective are to spearhead the foray into the secret detective and mere workaholic following after. Rowdy, Downtown and Techie would remain at the entranceway acting as lookouts in case the tunnel is a trap. That's why I'm being brought along. It's probably because I'm useless. I'm struck by the fact Workaholic, the most experienced of the group, had definitely assumed the position besides me. These detectives don't miss a single beat.
じゃあ、僕と武装さんで先導していくね。
Alright, Armor and I will lead the way. Alright. As he speaks, Dolphin and Armor Detective enter the tunnel together. Workaholic and I continue right behind them. The four of us descend down a spiral staircase which winds its way underground. Ooh. At the bottom of the gloomy underground tunnel, we proceed into it using the light function on our D-pads to guide the way. The only sound are footfalls echoing in the tunnel, as well as little treads pouring across the floor ahead of us. Are these all candles? The air is dusty and roots of mold, making it hard to breathe. Clearly this place is seldom used. My love for cleanliness aches to ventilate the place. The awful detective's eyes are narrow as he travels the tunnel. His usual cheerful content is tense, as if he's entirely a different person.
大したものだろ 君の集中力は。
Impressive, is it not? Dorval's intense concentration, that is. The garlic detective whispers to me as if he's reading my mind.
彼の序列は14位。すでに100件以上の事件を解決に導いている。くぐり抜けてきた修羅場の数は私たちベテランの探偵にも決して引きを取らないよ。
He's number 14. Ranked 14, he solved over 100 cases and survived just very bloody encounters as us veteran detectives. Over 100 cases solved? The idea alone leaves me speechless. We can't be that far behind age, yet his track record is on a whole other level. What sort of heroic life has this seemingly gentle boy led up to now?
さっき飛脚さんが言っていた能力というのは
What did Dog mean when he said his abilities could come in handy here?
じきに君も身をもって知るさ。同盟内では彼の能力を名探偵体質と呼んでいる。
You'll see soon enough. He possesses what we in the Alliance would call the makings of a great detective. Okay, Dog Detective stops in his tracks.
武装さん、止まってください。
Alma, stop!
どうしたのだ、飛脚殿。足から血が出ているぞ。
Whoa, why is my leg bleeding? Where's his leg bleeding? Alma shines a deep light on Dorfel's detective, revealing a trail of blood beneath his knee. Something reflects in the light just ahead of them.
足元に何かが
There's something at your feet.
おそらく侵入者撃退用の罠だよ。触れた感触だとワイヤーか何かだと思う。
My guess is the trap to ward off intruders. Judging by the texture, it must be some kind of wire. Oh, he's right. When I get close to reflection, I see red dripping off an extremely fine wire. It was so razor thin and difficult to see that if not for the blood, it would have been nearly imperceptible? Yeah, imperceptible, even in direct light.
探偵同盟で開発中のワイヤー層か。
The wire saw the Detective Alliance is currently developing.
どうして同盟でそんなものを
Yeah, why would the Alliance make something like that?
密室の錠前をこじ開けたり、拉致や拘束された時の護身用だろうね。本来は特殊なグローブをつけて使うものだって聞いているよ。
That makes sense. I was going over the completely more murderous option, but that makes a lot more sense for cutting locks to sealed rooms, or as a means of escape when restrained. What is it? It requires specialty gloves to handle.
素手では触らない方がいい。用途の用途でだけに、人体くらいなら強く押し付けるだけで切断可能な切れ味だ。
Best to avoid touching it. Given its intended use, it's so sharp that with enough pressure it could cut straight through human flesh.
気づけてよかった。
Yeah, that's a really good thing you noticed that. Why the heck? Why did I put it down here then? Workaholic detective produces medication and bandages from his pocket and begins applying first aid to Doubtful Detective's leg.
ひどい怪我だけど、この程度で済んで良好かもね。君以外が引っかかっていたら、足が切断されていてもおかしくなかったよ。
This is a rather nasty cut, but you're lucky to get off this lightly. Anyone else would have been liable to lose a leg in your position.
僕の体質はこんな時くらいしか誰かの役に立ちませんから。
In situations like this are about the only time my special skill ends up being useful.
体質って一体どういうことですか
Yeah, what is your special skill? For some reason, Double Detective struggles to reply. Workaholic steps in, however, to answer on his behalf.
飛脚君は昔から自分の身を危うくする事象に巡り合いやすいんだよ。例えば、今回のような罠から指名手配犯に殺人事件、果ては事件の証拠品までね。
Doleful is a danger magnet with a knack for close calls, from traps to wanted criminals to finding murder scenes and even evidence. What did that happen in? 7 forensic fans. Oh, that's about Techie's friends, okay. Doleful takes his ability, which attracts dangerous phenomena to his person. its exact mechanics are unclear. However, its unkind explanation would be that he's basically unlucky. He's the ultimate unlucky student. Dolphin may be an extreme example, but some people are just that ill-fated. There are a number of stories on TV about those who survived multiple serious accidents and were always able to bounce back. But that said, they are well known simply because they survived. There may well also be those unlucky souls who die without recognition, completely unnoticed by the rest of the world. Dolphin's success as a detective is due to both his misfortune, which attracts danger, and his fortune, which allows him to survive. Interesting.
飛躍君はこれまで持ち前の勘と洞察力でそんな過酷な境遇を生き抜いてきたんだ。
His innate intuition and powers of insight are what have allowed him to survive such less than fortunate circumstances.
だから名探偵体質ですか。
So that's how he has the makings of a great detective. Because danger follows him everywhere. In stories, detectives are always expected to survive, even when that's in a personal case, and even when their life is on the line. And now I'm standing in front of a real-life detective who embodies that very trope.
そんな大それた力じゃないよ。むしろ周囲を不幸にしてしまう最低の体質だと思う。
It's not that impressive. In fact, I'd say it just brings misfortune to everyone and everything around me. It's kind of a miserable existence. The awful detective expression flickers as he touches the bandage on his wrist. The countless traces of medical attention covering his body just shows how much suffering he has consistently endured. Aww, that's doleful. And he's got the bandages on his face too.
だけどその分危険には人一倍敏感なんだ。僕の身に降りかかる脅威の気配なら必ず感じ取ることができる。
Still, it's
僕がみんなの盾になってみせるよ。
maybe more sensitive to threats than the average person. I can always sense when I'm in danger, so just think of me as your shield. I see the resolve in Doleful Detective's eyes as he speaks. He and I may look similar. I might be the older one, but nothing in me competes with that look. We couldn't be further apart.
飛躍殿、水臭いぞ。
Said Doleful. You needn't be so reserved. Armed detective abruptly steps forward. He then swings his arm up and bring it down to chop the wire. Wait, how?
嘘さ、そのワイヤーは手伝って切れちゃうんですよ。いくら鎧を着ているからって。
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. I'm a detective. That wire could steal. Just because you're wearing protective covering doesn't mean.
心配無用だ。我の身を包むは我が家系のみに言い伝わる史上最高の鎧なり。
Fear not. The suit in which I am clad is a product of my family's long-held secrets. Behold, the strongest armor known to man. The wire parts of ease. What? Sure enough, I'm a detective. Doesn't have a single scratch on him. Both Doleful and Workaholic. Why the eyes in incredulity? Credulity.
どのような罠にかかろうとも我の鎧は砕け得ぬ。安心して我を先頭に立たせるといい。
No matter the trap, my armor shall prevail. Set your minds at ease and allow me to take the lead.
だけど僕が前に出ていた方がチーム全体のリスクは抑えられるし。
But putting me friends will minimize the total risk for our team as a whole.
仲間が傷つくかもしれぬのを静観してはおれぬさ。お主らの盾となるために我は分不相応を承知でこの場に馳せ参じたのだからな。
Oh, Arma's so gonna die first. I just get that feeling. I can't stand idly whilst my companions are hurt. Despite my inadequacies, I hasten here to be as an shield for you. I don't know what that word is. Armored detective speaks with a calmness that eases doleful detective's taunt expression. Despite the latter's brave front, he might have been nearing his limits.
ありがとう武装さん。お言葉に甘えて僕はあなたの後ろから周囲を警戒することにす
Thank
る
you,
よ。
detective. In that case, I'll stay back a bit and keep an eye out. I wonder if I could. No, I don't want to turn the voices off. I like the voices. But then I just feel like I'm repeating everything they're saying again. Detective Armour takes the lead as Dovell acts as lookout behind him.
武装さん、すぐ前方、僕の首あたりに脅威の気配を感じます。
Armour, I can sense a threat right in front of me, about a head height.
またワイヤーだな。承知である。
Another wire. Understood. Without a second thought, Armour detective swings his hand towards the air and Dovell detective indicated. Chop, chop, chop. Sometimes Dovell's warnings come too late and Armour runs into the wire. But even then, it never leaves a mark. Taking too safely through the darkness. Until...
発信機の反応を見るに追跡装置は5メートル前方で停止している。
Based on
ナイフが
this...
使われた現場に到着したみたいだね。
Based on the signal, the tracker has stopped 5 meters ahead. It would seem we've arrived at the scene where the knife was used. Ooh! Oh! Are we gonna find Senior dead? We finally make it to the end of the tunnel with 0 injuries. Save for Dovell detective, of course. Sniffy with is parked right in front of a steel door, which means the bloody knife we found earlier must have been used right behind it.
武装君、申し訳ないが先陣を頼めるかい？
I hate to ask Armour, but would you mind taking point?
何を言っているのだ、社畜殿。このような危うい状況にて先駆けとなるべく我が鎧は存在している。
He does have a very interesting armour though. No need to apologise to a workaholic. My armour exists for the very moments I must forge such paths. However, he does have a lot of skin on show, especially around his sides. And yet, our detective looks tense as he cautiously touches the doorknob. Whoa. Goosebumps ripple across my body. Deep down, I get the overwhelming urge to scream, "Don't open it." It's as if my mind somehow knows that what we're about to see is truly horrific. I have an extremely bad feeling about this. Yeah, so do I. I'm actually like going goosebump because of the music. It's crazy.
3つ数えると同時に開けるのである。1つ、2つ。
Go! The doorknob makes a click as it turns. My heart rate leaps. But I cannot bring myself to look away.
3つ。
Free!